But let me say this. Listen, Black Britain TV, when I come to London, that's what I do. So make sure you do the same thing. Share with your neighbors and your friends. It's all about black.
Can I give you the final solution that we say is the solution for what we're trying to do? We need an international movement where we put our differences aside. Forget about the religion. I'm not telling you to forget your religion. When you come in the door, whatever your religion is, you have the right to go home with it. Meaning, we want a movement that says, if you're my brother and you're Christian, if you're my sister and you're Muslim, if you're my brother and you're Hebrew, if you just everyday black person that's just out here trying to do something positive, we can all ride together. Forgetting about the differences we have and concentrating on saving our race. We created an international movement called Straight Black Pride. We're saying, if your organization agrees with the platform, straight, no homosexuality, no pedophilia, no interracial dating, black man and black woman, it's only a sexual relationship. If your organization or if you as an individual believe in black, what we're saying is to be an official member, both your mother and your father have to be black. Why do we say that? Because I want to say the seed of us. Let them toil and sacrifice, give everything for these young brothers to get up here. And when we make it, then we abandon them and go to other folks. We're saying it's men, it's our responsibility to protect our children. How are we going to the 21st century? You rock on with the warriors, and we go out, we become the super predator. The predator shouldn't be people raping children. The predator should be the men hunting the people that are molesting our children.
Welcome to Black Britain TV. We are here today, African Liberation Day 2016 in Birmingham, and I'm here with the one and only Warrior General, Irritated Genie. Right, so how are you doing today, Mr. Genie?
Fantastic.
You enjoying your time over there for a couple of days?
I'm loving Birmingham. I gotta go back, but I want to stay.
All right, brilliant.
They call me the Irritated Genie in Southeast. I'm part of an organization called War on the Horizon, and I'm part of a movement called the Street Black Pride Movement. And basically, I'm part of a collective of African people who realize that African survival is under threat for the 21st century, and we are absolutely committed to ensuring the survival and the prosperity of African people in the 21st century, and including all areas of people activity, and that's what we do with our lives, help lift our people out of this condition. We believe that in order to begin the process of African survival in the 21st century, we need a movement that is simple enough that it attracts the masses of our people and they can understand it, that also is inclusive enough that it doesn't matter of your economic background or educational background. If you're black and you love your people, you can be part of, but it's also exclusive enough that we don't allow people who are committed to behavior that is detrimental to our community to be allowed in. So we say there's three main pillars. To be straight, which means you believe in a man and a woman, and a black man and a black woman, meaning no homosexuality, no pedophilia, no bestiality, no interracial dating. None of that stuff is going to be accepted. That's the number one principle, that we are sexually sane people with a consenting man and consenting woman, black man, black woman. That is the relationship that is acceptable in our community, in the Straight Black Pride world community. The second one is black. That means what? You have a black mother and a black father. Why do we say that? Because our women have told us when we put the movement together, they're sick and tired of investing time and energy in the men and the young boys, and then when the boys make it in life, then they go and get a woman that's other than an African woman. So to appease our sisters and show the loyalty that is necessary, we say your mother and father have had to be loyal to the race. They may not have got anything else right, but if she was a black woman and your father was a black man and they made that decision, they created you, and you are black, you have something now that you can be part of, as long as you are straight and proud and you're black. And so we also want to encourage the behavior that we want, and we can't incentivize the results of behavior that we don't agree with and then say that we're pushing something new. But what we also say is, if you happen to have the misfortune of having a white parent or a parent other than an African, but you have an African parent as well, you can't be an actual practicing member with a membership in the movement. However, if you get with a black person and you're a loyal, committed member to this race, then the child that you produce is now welcome to become part of this movement completely and fully. So, and then the last one is pride. We're saying we can't be a proud people if we're buying everything that we get from people outside of our community. We gotta tie our economics together. We gotta walk proud, talk proud. We should be eating African foods, buying from African vendors and business and entrepreneurs, teaching African ideas and education. This is who we should be as a race of people so that we can be proud, productive people as we have been in the past. Born Horizon was started in 2009, and that was really an organization I started with the help of other brothers and sisters, and it was because I saw that our people were going to be exterminated in the 21st century, similar to what happened to the Native Americans, if we didn't make some adjustments. So it was originally created, I really thought when I created the Born Horizon, I thought I wasn't going to live 365 days. I said, they're going to kill me before the year is out, but I wanted to take everything that I saw and I knew and tell the absolute truth to my people and tell them, this is what we're really facing, this is what we got to do. I didn't get killed. It didn't work the way that I thought it was going to work. And so it grew into an institution that teaches with very direct, honest truth what's happening to African people, what mistakes we're making, who our enemies are, including the ones inside of our race, and the external racial enemies of our people, and the tools that they use to commit genocide, and what it is necessary for us to do to lift our swords, find our enemies, and to seek vengeance and necessary justice so that we can secure the future for African people. So it's a very strong, direct, militant approach to getting information to our people, to encourage our people to stand up and face the forces that are going to commit genocide against our people. That organization, which is mine, has now joined as a part of a much bigger movement that has all different elements, and this is kind of the militant, one of the militant parts of the Straight Black Pride movement, and the other militant forces as well, but you also have school forces, education, healing, and all these different components that are part of the bigger one. But War on the Horizon is about the war for African survival in the 21st century. We want to do. We want everybody to tune in. There's a couple of ways you can do it. If you go to our website, waronthehorizon.com, you can check out the information we're talking about. There's a lot of good information there. We also sell DVDs that are information about what's going on, so you can see, for the young brothers that are out there struggling, or sisters that are in the gang culture, you can see who's drawing you in and how they're doing it, and you can also figure out how you can get out. But you can also keep that rage and that venom and that willingness to do harm, but you can change it and actually turn it in the direction of our enemies instead of doing it to our people, and we can show you how to do that. You can go to waronthehorizon.com, you can go to our store, see the DVDs, you can go to our AIM site where we have music. It's called African Insurrection Music. And that music, it changes the frequency that our people are now jamming to. So instead of us being called N-words and B's and whores for our daughters and all of this filth, it's talking about being proud and productive, going out, finding the enemies of African people and beheading them and taking back our rightful place on this planet. So it gives you the same. You like it? We have, we have warm stuff from our sisters that are part of it. We have cool stuff for the brothers that like it cool, that like something that's cool. And if you're a warrior and you're a killer, we got that for you too. Everybody in the family is invited. It's all about positive upliftment. So we have that. We also have, if you go to YouTube, we have 2 different pages you can check out. One of them, actually has a few. We have the Irritated Genie Speaks. Then we have Irritated Genie. These are different pages on YouTube. Then we have...
I'll just find this out today.
Yeah.
I'm subscribed to one of your channels, but I never knew you had more.
We do. We have one called Kania's Lessons. That's my 3-year-old. She's 4-year-old now. My daughter, she does little lessons and stuff at 4 years old about being an African. So you can check that out. We also have African Insurrection Music. Insurrection is INSURREKTION. So we spell it like that. And music, M-U-Z-I-K. And we have a whole channel of different things that are out there. We also have the War on the Horizon radio, so that you can listen to some of our radio in the YouTube form. So we just have a lot of different ways you can get in touch with. Also on Facebook, myself, Ayo Kimathi, A-Y-O Kimathi, or you can subscribe to the page, Irritated Genie of Southeast. You can like that page and you can see all the stuff that we're doing. Also, if you're interested in the Straight Black Pride movement, we have the Straight Black Pride movement page on Facebook. That's where we put out most of the information about what we're doing. And so these are some of the different ways. Also, if you want to listen to us, it's 7 to 10 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights. We have the blogtalkradio.com/SBPM, Straight Black Pride Movement. That's Monday, 7 to 10, Tuesday, 7 to 10, Straight Black Sports. Monday night is the War on the Horizon program. That's yours truly. Tuesday night, 7 to 10, is the Straight Black Sports, a sports program, but it deals with blacks, people, and the relation to sports. And then we have Straight Black Talk on Thursday night, 7 to 10, out of New York. And we're looking for a program out of England, and we want one out of Africa, and we want one out of the Caribbean as well to fill up, so we can have 7 days a week, 3 hours, and people can listen on the same frequency and rhythm. That'll be midnight to 3 a.m. I think here where you are, but we want you to tune in and stay in touch with us. And if you want to email us, liberation@waronthehorizon.com. We can give you more information, or if you're interested in the Straight Black Pride movement, if this War on the Horizon thing is a little too much for you, say, no, give me the black family uplifting part, then we have something that's designed for that. Unity@straightblackpride.com. It's open for African people all around the world. If you're from Gambia, if you're in Jamaica, if you're in Venezuela, anywhere you are, if you're African, you got a black mother and a black father, we love you. We want you to help join, be part of it. We even come out, talk about creating a chapter there and building up our community and saving our race in this 21st century. This work, I was working as a contract specialist, meaning basically I help mostly black people who I was helping. I help people get money to do contracts with the federal government. That's what I did. I lived in D.C., you got a federal government job. I landed in that after college, and that's what I was doing. I had decided, after going on my third trip on the Kemet New Know Thyself tour, Astro Kwesi and Sister Mary Rakwesi, check it out, KEMETNU.com. If you want to go to Kemet, Egypt, and see the greatness, there's no better trip you can take to Africa to start off with than the Kemet New Know Thyself tour. So I went there on my third time on that same trip, and something hit me and said, you know what, I'm leaving the white folks' job, and I'm going to go out here and teach my people. I had never heard of bootlegging. And what happened is, I was going from making $80,000, at that time I was like 30 years old, I was retiring, to go help my people. And I started doing it, and I wasn't making a lot of money, but I was going to try to figure out how to make it, and then all the sales stopped, and I didn't know what happened. And long story short, I found out that these people called bootleggers that had gotten a copy, and were now selling it all around New York, mostly in Philly and different places, and I wasn't getting any of the money from the work I was doing. And so after about 9 years, I held off, doing a little real estate, this, that, and the other, and hustling. And then originally I got to the point where I couldn't make it anymore, so I went back to government contracting. By then, DHS had been created, and Immigration Customs Enforcement, somebody I had trained there. They hired me. I went in there, fought them like crazy to the point I ended up being a small business specialist. Now I can help more black people, and they were stealing money from black people, and I started ratting it out because I wasn't having it. And they said we're getting rid of them, and the way they had to get rid of me was they found out because some black folk told them that I was this real one, I was the specialist by day, but by night I'm the Irritated Genie. So they just put it out in the public and just made up a bunch of quacky stuff to fire me and get me out of that position so that I wouldn't have the economics to finance the struggle, which is what I have been doing. So, that's how it works. But it's okay, how long is the enemy going to finance you to fight him anyway? So I had a good run.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Well, brother, I don't want to hold you up any more than I have to. So, love every time. Keep doing the hard work that you're doing. We appreciate it. Even the ones that don't understand what the struggle is about, they will appreciate in time to come. So don't let this happen. Light this place on fire. Yes. When you go on there, yesterday it was already on fire. So I've been spreading the word, trying to get more people to come down. And please come down to Birmingham again, London again, come to England again, because a lot of people need waking up down here. And big respect.
Y'all call on me, London. You call on me, Birmingham, England. Black people in England. Black people anywhere in the world. You call on us. Straight Black Pride movement, we're there. You call on War on the Horizon, we're there to do everything that we can. And for my brothers and sisters in West Papal, we're building up our energy now, but you are on our radar. When we get enough power and momentum, we are going to make the genocide in West Papal stop. We're doing it as fast as we can. I know you can't really wait much longer, so do everything that you can do to make it stop. But when we're strong enough, we're going to come to your aid. So keep pushing, keep holding on, keep fighting, and we are with you in spirit.
Respect. This is Brother Nico from Black Britain TV. Peace, one love, Hotel.
Hotel, Black Britain TV.